All right. So my name is Shwa, and I'm the host and founder of a podcast called Light Up with Shwa. But recently I have started another program as a sub-program of Light Up with Shwa, which is related to coronavirus situation that we all are living around the world. But I have Stephen Snyder, who has already provided me an amazing conversation, an interview for Light Up with Shwa. And please do go and listen to him there. We are talking about environment and how can we be resilient in this situation and for our environment, and how can we make our planet healthier than what it is. So I will ask him 5 questions, and I will pose the first one, and my young guest is going to give us some amazing answers the way he has done already for my other conversation. So Stephen, welcome to Baat Corona, which is Let's Talk About Corona. And it's in Urdu and in English, so it's a bilingual podcast anyways. So Stephen doesn't know Urdu, so he's going to be speaking in English. You speak Jamaican?
Yeah.
Is it different than, how different? Say something in Jamaican.
Wagwan.
Huh?
Wagwan.
Wagwan. So what does that mean?
What's going on?
Oh, okay. Wagwan. Sounds a little bit that. All right. So, Stephen, can you tell us how are you coping, and what are your challenges, and what's the situation with you during this time of Corona isolation? And I am assuming that you are inside most of the time.
I am. So hi, everyone. My name is Stephen Snyder, and I hail from Jamaica. And so Jamaica is under lockdown now. Travel is prohibited, and people are supposed to be staying inside, social distancing, and there's some quarantine happening within the region. But thankfully, the island has only less than 200 cases, so things have been doing pretty well when it comes to the containment. So I'm happy with that there. But right now, I'm in Boston. That's where I go to school. And things have not been as so good here in the Northeast, the East Coast. I go to school at Harvard here in Boston. I'm a master's student studying sustainability. So I came back from Jamaica for this semester of school and got stuck here because the borders are closed back home and everybody's locked down here in Boston. And things in the Northeast are not as good as they are back in Jamaica. We've had a lot of cases and a lot of people not practicing social distancing, so infections are a bit higher here. So I am facing the challenge of worry, of having to figure out, what's going to change for my personal plans, and then how is this area going to handle what's happening.
So what do you do for that? Do you get anxiety, nervousness? Do you manage that? Are you okay with it, but you are still, how do you keep yourself going?
Yeah, so for me, it requires a lot of exercise. So I'll do running outside, I'll do yoga, and also I like to do meditation or pray. Okay. That definitely helps to sort of manage the mental stress. And then I'm just trying to keep fun things happening. So listening to music, calling friends, or playing board games with my roommates.
Excellent. Do you eat healthy as well?
Yeah, that's really important as well. Okay. Because you're keeping your health up. So you're less likely to catch any viruses or get sick yourself. So that's very important.
So basically your immune system, your immunity, right? Okay. Yeah. So not too much soda and not junk food, huh?
No,
okay, good.
No.
And not eating too much either, right?
Yeah. But I have noticed I have been eating a lot more now that I'm stuck at home.
Yes,
that's true. So I'm trying to be aware of it, that it isn't just out of boredom.
Yes. Okay, excellent. Any positive message that you can give out of the situation? I know it is not easy to be cooped up, and especially for young men like you, young person like you, who is, I'm sure, and being in the university area, it's like you're never inside, actually, right? And especially, we're hoping the weather will get better, but that will. So how do you, can you give any positive message, or do you have to say something like, no, I don't want to give any positive message?
I'm really encouraged by what I'm seeing happening around the world when it comes to the environment. a lot of people are saying, oh, the air is so much cleaner, right? That's something that is happening.
Yes.
And so people are recognizing that we have a negative impact on the environment.
Yes.
And by reducing the amount of travel we do, the amount of consumption that we do, that we can make our planet a better place.
Yeah.
So my positive message is that we're going to get through coronavirus, and we're going to be stronger because of coronavirus, because we're going to realize a lot of things that we need to do to make the planet better.
Thank you. Yes. So anything that you learned specifically during this time that was enlightening, or you felt like, oh wow, I never knew that before, so there are three parts to this question: something that you learned, something that you gained, or something you lost. So all three, or one, whatever is easy for you to say.
Well, when you mentioned the question, what immediately popped to mind was how I'm really learning that it's okay to be alone. Like, I have my roommates, thankfully,
Yes.
but I'm also learning that I can be by myself, and I can just call somebody. I don't have to constantly be around other people. And I think I'm gaining a much deeper relationship when it comes to my family. We're having a lot more phone calls and deeper conversation with each other. And something I've lost, that's the part that I'm having a hard time think of, like, what it is, something that I've lost. I don't know if I've lost it, but I really miss music. I really miss live music.
Oh, yes.
That's something I look forward to when things go back to more normal.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay, two more. So how do you envision the world after this is over?
That's a really hard question because there's so much unknown on what is going to happen. Based on what I've been reading from a couple good scientists and planning for how this is going to go, until we have a vaccine, we're going to continue to have to do this. Social distancing is going to be the normal. So I think that for the foreseeable future, we're not going to have big events. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to get along with. Also, we're going to have to be a lot more careful. So wearing face masks and washing our hands more often and sanitizing public places is going to become more normal. And so unfortunately, that means we're not going to be going out as often. We're not going to be partying as much or going to restaurants, cafes as much. So I think those things they'll still happen. They'll have to happen. Our economy has to come back. But it's not going to be as many people out because they're going to be scared. So my hope is that when things open back up, that people start to be smart and they continue to social distance, but also, they go back out and they do go to restaurants from time to time. Just be very careful when you do that.
Okay. Thank you. So what is the first thing you will do once the coronavirus is totally gone?
I really am looking forward to going to the beach and it being nice and sunny and being able to go swimming. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm going to wait until, it's absolutely safe to do so.
Yeah.
My brother, he lives in Florida, and he was joking with me how people there are starting to go back to the beaches already. And he knows that it's not time yet for that. So I'm gonna hold off, and when it's completely gone, that will be the best beach day ever.
Okay. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you for all these replies. Really, I hope this pandemic is goes away for all of us, and we do come out of it better people, better human beings, and a better planet.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So, people. I'm going to put the links down there. Do visit Stephen, I think his Instagram, and then say your Instagram handle again.
Yeah, you can see my blog at Sustainability Around the Globe. That's what it is on Instagram.
Okay, and thank you everyone, and please do subscribe and visit us on lightupvichwa.com, and see you next time.